Hey, Skiba News Nation family. Hey, Opa, how's it going?
Hey, howdy, hey, it's okay.
Hey, there we
I'm
go.
a, I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
Yep, and you're upright, and that's what's important.
Yep.
And
And we
yeah,
are live
we are live
from
in
Hot Springs, Arkansas,
Hot Springs,
in our hotel room
and
with
you
a
can
beautiful
see
view.
beautiful view and all the homeless back there
You want me to
waving.
show that?
They're all waving.
You want me to show that one view?
Oh yeah, we actually saw UFO, guys. I bet you won't believe it.
They're out here in Arkansas. Some extraterrestrial something going on out
Live.
here.
Da, da,
Can you see it? Everybody, look real close. You'll see a UFO.
Or maybe it's a fallen angel
da,
just shoot
da,
right
da.
out of the sky.
I can't believe that we saw that.
Who knows?
Should we shouldn't lie to our subscribers. That is a reflection of the room. Okay, it does look like a legit UFO. And Opa, I remember you talking about one time. You thought we put that in there, but
Yeah,
I
I
didn't even
thought
notice that.
I thought you AI'd that.
We're messing with you. Yeah, I remember you talking about like a real military person that took a photo, or somebody was talking about it, and the photo was that person's room. It was like really stupid. Like they thought it was a real UFO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're having a good time here in Arkansas. This is our first time, right? This is my first time to be here.
Well, my first time. Well,
It's beautiful.
I think
You
me and Opa
played-
have been there. I played baseball there.
You played baseball there, yeah.
But we
And
didn't-
you went to oh, that's in Missouri. Never mind.
Yeah, but we never
You were
got to actually get out and do things in the city. You know, like they,
Yeah.
can't go and see all the sights and stuff. But Jake will be tuning in a little bit later, guys. So we'll have some fun first. You snooze, you lose, Jake. All right, Uphill, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to start off with basically stuff that you probably have already seen. Let me get back to here. The NTSB has released their preliminary report, and I know a lot of you people have already seen this out on the internet. And part of their preliminary report actually shows what happened. Okay. And these shots were taken from video cameras that are on the runway. They're surveillance videos from the runway, and they're very high resolution. So they're very, very good resolution to see what happened. If you look at photo 1 right here, you'll see that the airplane has reached its takeoff speed, or V1, and it is already rotated, which basically means they're committed. They have to take off. They can't stop.
Yeah.
And at the end
They're
of the
SOL
runway,
if they do.
they're just, they're going to plow through whatever's at the end of the runway.
So they probably knew that they were going to crash.
Well, they didn't know anything at this point in time. Here you can see the engine looks fine. If you look at shot 2, now you see that engine. See how it's going up?
Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that, I don't think. I've flown in airplanes and I've never seen an engine
that
do
looks
that.
odd.
Yeah, that looks really weird.
Well, the engines actually are designed to, if there is a problem where the engine has a major malfunction, it's designed to flip over the wing and over the airplane so it doesn't damage anything.
Because you can fly with one engine, right?
Huh?
Can you fly with one engine?
They actually have 2. They have one on the right wing and one in the center. And if that's all that went out, they probably could have gotten more power and gotten higher. But as you can see, the engine apparently was still had fuel and rotating, and it caught and it probably ripped some of the fuel lines out of the wing down there, and so it caught the wing on fire right here.
Yeah.
And then so that's where you see the engine right above the airplane here, and then the fire catching on the wing there. And then the next photo, number 4, you're seeing the engine way up, still
Yeah.
fire,
Like flying over the aircraft.
Rocket
flying
ship.
over the aircraft. It actually lands on the other side of the aircraft, and in doing so, it messed up engine 2, which is on the tail.
Oh my gosh.
So
Worst
they
case
didn't have,
scenario.
they only had power for one engine, and that's the right engine, and that's not enough to get it up.
Do you think they were hearing pull up this whole time?
No, I don't think it was pull up. That's different sound. They were getting that doorbell sound, ding dong, for the fire. And then, as you see in picture 5, the engine had already landed and is down there. The wing is totally on fire, and they were
Fuel
doomed.
is going everywhere.
Yeah, fuel's going everywhere. And then, of course, when they only got 30 feet above the ground, and they hit the UPS storage building with their front gear, their landing gear, which wasn't retracted yet. And so they dug a big hole in the roof, and then they kind of plowed all the way down and plowed into a storage or a petroleum refurb tank, where
Which
they
is
have a
not what
bunch of
you want to.
petroleum in them.
You
No,
definitely don't want to do that. Hit
no,
that.
and that's why it was such a huge explosion.
I
Now,
heard
what
30
they
people died in the building, right?
23, I think.
Yeah, one of them was a child, so I
Yeah,
heard that was pretty sad. But
it
what's scary
was.
about that is when I worked at FedEx, it was at one of the airports. It was either Love Field or DFW, and we would hear planes took off all the time because we were like legit almost on the runway. Like we had to go through TSA every day at work,
Right, right.
and so that could have been like me at my job. Like that is crazy.
Right. Well, what they're centering on now is when they recovered all of the parts in the left engine and pylon from that massive mess at the end of the crash. They did find metal fatigue, and it's the same kind of metal fatigue that happened in the Chicago crash back in the late 70s, 79, I think.
The one that you were on the plane, right? You were on the plane.
I believe that is the exact same plane I was on a couple of days before, because it went from Boston to Chicago, and then Chicago to wherever this flight was going.
I remember you told me the story like when I was a kid, and you were like, yeah, so that you saw a stewardess or something, and you waved her over and you said, hey, look at this out this window. Is this normal?
Yeah,
And she
the
said, oh
engine was.
yeah, don't worry about it. And then the next day,
the engine was really wiggling really, really bad, both sideways and up and down.
So why would she say yes? Just to calm you down?
Because she's a stewardess. She doesn't know.
But if you were a stewardess, wouldn't you be like if you were on a lot of flights and you looked out the window all the time, she's
go.
No, you need a refill or some crackers.
Yeah, but you're looking out the window,
I mean,
go up front and tell the captain or the co-pilot and have them come by and look at it.
Yeah,
which they didn't do.
They should.
But anyway, so right now the investigation's all centered on the fatigue, metal fatigue, and they've grounded all DC-10s and DC-11s or MD-11s. So
yeah, it's probably for the best, because I heard a lot of them are in like a parking lot, but for planes, pretty much. Like they're very few that are actually flying.
Yeah, there are actually no passenger planes flying in the world with MD-11s or DC-10s. They're all cargo planes, basically. And they're only, in the United States, I think there are only 2 companies that still fly, UPS and some other air package carrier, not FedEx, but somebody else.
Probably DH Gate.
No, no, DHL is German, and I don't know if they're flying them or not. But from what I read, there are only probably about maybe 25 planes still flying. And
Yeah.
so, the question now is even if they give recommendations for what to do to try to fix the problem, is it worth it? Why don't you just go ahead and get rid of those 25 planes and just get some new ones? So more than likely, that's what's going to happen.
I mean, you would think that they would. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the next little video story here.
Did you hear that,
Now,
Dean?
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead, Opa. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is about more internet outages like what Amazon had, and actually this is a report about Amazon. So let's take this, and then I'll bring up some points after the video plays.
Okay.
From United Airlines to Apple to Slack, a long list of companies all going dark for periods of time today amid a massive worldwide outage.
Canva is down. Adobe Express is also experiencing some problems.
A global debacle traced back to one company, Amazon. Not the company's e-commerce business, but its cloud services, responsible for hosting the data of some of the largest companies in the world. From Snapchat,
guys, what is going on with Snapchat?
To Venmo.
Money is in there,
going on
but
with
Venmo is
Snapchat?
down.
Students left in the dark as classroom software went down. Small businesses like the True Grit Cafe in Colorado having to take it back to pen and paper to take orders.
We're taking handwritten
credit
card information down and hope that we don't transpose the numbers that way.
You worry that this is going to impact at least your bottom line for sales today?
Absolutely.
It even impacted Amazon's own e-commerce site.
When we put all of our eggs in a few very large baskets, we have the potential for something like today's outage to happen.
The trouble began overnight, with Amazon acknowledging increased error rates. By early morning, the company claimed that the issue had been fully mitigated, but by midday, Amazon said that customers still continue to experience increased error rates. Experts say it doesn't look like a hack.
When the source is quickly and easily discovered, it usually points to an accident or a misconfiguration rather than some type of attack.
All right, so internet outage, even since that outage, which happened on October 20th, there have been continued to be outages at other locations, and it disrupts services for many people. The internet services Cloudflare crashed Tuesday, prompting significant hours-long disruptions for companies like X, OpenAI, Discord, and a whole bunch of other ones. Those were the major ones that happened on Tuesday. Those guys were down for quite a while, and they use Cloudflare. They don't use Amazon.
So those would be servers, right? Those are servers that are going down?
Yeah, what it is that they host your application or your programs. Like X is hosted by or
Elon.
A lot of your websites, for instance, are hosted by 1&1 or whatever they call it now. So X and OpenAI and Discord are all Cloudflare. That's the hosting company for them. And when they had a problem, then those sites go down. And the problem is that a handful of companies are dominating this industry. And when a single point of failure happens, everything goes wrong. It's a big mess. Microsoft went down on October 29th, and Cloudflare, of course, was this last Tuesday on November 18th. So, I mean, within a month, we've had 3 major outages, and something fishy's going on. It's really weird.
And you came from that field of work, so I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
No, I've always been skeptical of putting all of your stuff onto a single service like Amazon or Microsoft Azure or something like that, especially for the industry that we worked with, which was the apparel industry. They work from hand to mouth. So if an outage happens, they end up sending people home. And
Right.
when they send people home, they lose money. And we're talking sometimes, for big companies, they can lose millions of dollars a day just because they couldn't get to their work. So
Yeah, on October 20th, I guess you said was when the big one happened.
yeah,
Our system at school, like we could still do some stuff, like our internet was still working, but the
yeah,
system that we use to do like attendance and grades, and that's a
yep,
certain, little program or whatever we have, that was completely down. I don't even know how attendance was taken that day.
yep. Had to do it by hand.
I guess. And that's funny because I used to work at a pizza place for like 4 years and we always wrote everything down. It was all, and that wasn't that long ago. Maybe, I don't know, I don't say 20 years, 15 years ago. And we wrote just 15 years ago. We took orders and handed it to the cook.
Well, that's some restaurants still even do that. Like,
I'm sure,
they,
yeah,
if they can print you out a
places.
receipt, what's the big deal?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess we've really gotten far away from that.
In my former days, I was a car hop with roller skates.
Hey, I would love to see some photos of that, and I'm sure there are people in the chat that would love to see that too.
We're gonna get you some roller skates, Opa.
Once they fix your heart, we're gonna get you some roller skates.
But I gotta have roller skates with the key,
Yeah.
I got a
Good luck.
brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. Those are the kind I had. But yeah, we had to write everything down. That was long before the days of computerization or digital stuff. Okay, so let's get to the next little news item here. Yeah, file. There we go.
It looks like Amazon's back up and running now because
I know.
I
I
just got a
haven't really had
notification.
issues since that day.
Okay, this is a little quick story about the Ohio legislature. So let's take a listen to this.
Lawmakers are weighing legislation that would require businesses and government offices to accept cash for most in-person transactions. House Bill 554 would mandate that any business or government agency provide at least one point of sale location that accepts cash for purchases, debts, or transactions of $500 or less. The legislation, which is dubbed the Cash Act, comes after an Ohio lawmaker said there were concerns from constituents who said they were turned away when attempting to pay with cash.
So what do y'all think of that?
I have zero cash in my wallet right now, and I
don't either.
Have zero cash.
Well, and we've been in a place where we've needed to use cash,
we had someone help us, like valet. And we were going to tip valet, and he's like, "Do you have cash?"
Yeah, I don't have any cash. Never. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, there's some people that just don't want digital stuff. They only want to deal in cash. So,
well, you can't buy a car with just cash.
Well, let's just go back to gold and silver, and let's just start trading that.
Or just goods and services.
Because what's a piece of paper?
I'll trade you a lamp from this hotel for a bicycle.
Right, yeah.
Or
we
rocks.
we watched some YouTube video the other day where this guy tried to buy a car with cash at like a dealership, and they were like, "We will not accept it." He's like, I have all the cash right here. Just give me the car. And they're like, "Nope, you have to go get a cashier's check." Like, they want to keep tabs on everything. They don't want you spending cash. Nothing under the table. They want to know where every dollar goes.
It's one way of getting rid of our currency and getting onto a complete digital where they can monitor everything that happens. I think that's what the deal is here. And Ohio's trying to circumvent that. They don't want Big Brother to go out there and start monitoring and looking at all of our transactions and whatever, and block them for that matter.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and $500 is not that much these days. You know,
No.
I mean, when you're really thinking about, I mean, you can
Cup
get
of
a
coffee.
TV. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, Starbucks.
It goes back to my little thing about we have to learn a new idiom instead of saying penny for your thoughts. It's now a nickel for your thoughts.
You know what? When we were driving up here too, we stopped at a gas station and we went inside and there was a sign on the cash register that said, because of the penny shortage, everything is going to be rounded up to the nearest 5. So
Yeah.
I wonder how much money they're making off of cents. Like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if 1,000 people go in there and they're getting 4 cents off of every person, I mean, that kind of adds up.
Yeah, that's kind of when you go in the bathroom and you miss the toilet when you're, taking a number 1.
Well, hopefully that money's going to cleaning bathrooms.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well,
we need
the
cleaner
other-
bathrooms in this country.
Yeah, the other thing too is all these places like Choctaw and WinStar and all these gambling places, they used to have or do have penny slot machines. So they're going to go
You
away.
can actually put a penny in there?
Yeah, they still have them.
Well, like we're staying at a hotel and it happens to be a casino too. We didn't go because it was a casino, but we put in. I mean, we lost all of our money here. So if you're gonna gamble in Arkansas, don't do it in Arkansas.
Go to Oklahoma.
Go to Oklahoma. But it's weird. You like put the money in and it's like you hit the button. You could win or lose, and it just prints you off a piece of paper, and then you got to go to a machine, and
Yeah,
it's so
I don't
weird.
like that.
And it's like, do you want to donate to charity? And it's like, well, what charity? Where are you gonna send my money?
I know.
Epstein's
Yeah,
Island.
I don't like these new machines. I'm back to the old days where I pulled a handle and it's
Oh,
a
you can still
mechanical
pull the
machine.
handle.
Oh yeah, but it's still digital. It's not moving
it's pointless.
gears and stuff like that.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
They're
It's all
rigged.
predetermined.
Yep.
Well,
Okay,
and speaking of which, we're going to a museum tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be filming it. So guys, make sure you stay tuned for that.
A gangster museum.
I hope to have it all edited by Friday.
For like mobsters and
Friday's
casinos
episode.
and
Yeah, it'll be mobsters,
I guess
casinos.
Hot Springs was like big on the mob and casino underground stuff. So we're gonna get
Apparently
the
Al
inside scoop of that.
Capone was real. I mean, there's a horse track out here. I didn't even know that when we were leaving. Like we were gonna be right. Like they bet on horses here or dogs or whatever. But like I wish I could show you the wall paneling here or the paneling here. It's just like horses, so
Horse
people on
races.
horses. And it's
we've got a horse track here in Dallas.
Yeah, but not like this one. This one's like a racetrack. Like it looks like a car racetrack from Google Maps.
Oh,
It's so weird, and it's like it's really nice, and it looks really old. But when you get inside, it's super nice. But I don't know. It's in a weird area.
A lot of these buildings look very old,
very, very old.
but they look pretty nice on the inside.
Yeah,
They renovated on the inside.
we're thinking about staying at like the most. So in the thumbnail of this for this live, there's a building in there, and that's a real building.
The
that
Arlington.
I didn't know about until after I posted it. But yeah, we walked by it, and it still looked nice on the outside, and it's been here forever. They had a plaque in front of it, so we'll try to film that for you guys too.
cool. Okay, so here's a story about an airship.
Oh, what?
An airship.
Is that like a blimp?
White flying object flying over San Francisco today. A lot of people spotted it. This is the second sighting in the past month, and this aircraft is an airship. It is the Pathfinder 1, a massive helium airship that was built by LTA Research. That is a Silicon Valley aviation startup. The airship has been described as the world's largest aircraft. It is bigger than the Goodyear blimp. It's not a blimp, but it's bigger than the Goodyear blimp, and it's based at Moffett Federal Airfield in Mountain View, and is last seen about 3 weeks ago. The airship would be taller than the Statue of Liberty if it stood on, I guess, on its tail, end to end there.
Wow.
I wonder how fast it goes.
Probably not much faster than the Goodyear blimp.
Lindsay said that it looked like Roxy.
That's his dog.
That's Oprah's dog.
Yeah, she's back here behind me on the other
There
side.
she is. There she goes.
She's in the
She's floating
pose.
by.
She's in the blimp pose. Look at that airship back there.
That's her right there.
Right there in that airship.
Now, just so you guys know that the
White
whoops, sorry.
flying object.
I hit the keyboard. I shouldn't have. Now, the interesting thing is the Goodyear blimp is celebrating this year its 100th anniversary. So you will know, a blimp is basically a large bag filled with helium. Or, that's all it is.
With fans on it, right? Isn't that how
Well,
it
that's
propels?
underneath. There's a gondola underneath that's hanging from that bag of helium. It's like a big, gigantic balloon with a gondola underneath and a motor that moves it. A propeller motor. Now, an airship has an internal structure, and so if you can envision, I'm sure you all know what the Hindenburg is.
Yeah, the humanity. Oh,
That was an airship. It had an internal structure framework inside. You could actually walk inside the framework of the Hindenburg. Now, the Hindenburg used hydrogen gas. Now, hydrogen gas is the lightest gas that we know about, but it is very
is that real?
reactive and explosive, and that's what the problem was with the Hindenburg. Even though it was the lightest gas to use, it was probably not a good gas to use. Now, the Goodyear blimp and this airship, the Pathfinder 1, uses helium, so it is not explosive.
So all it could make you do is
talk really high like this,
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Hindenburg, I just looked it up how many people died, because I don't know why in my mind I was taught that no people died in the Hindenburg. Is that a Mandela effect? You guys let me know. I thought nobody died.
It was about 35, I think, died, something like that.
36.
It says 36 people, 13 passengers, 22 members of the crew.
But there were 97 people on board.
Yeah,
Right.
35 died. 35 died. Why does it say 35
And
died?
an additional person on the ground was killed.
Oh, yeah. I probably should have read the whole thing.
Yikes. It landed on somebody.
How would you like to be that one person on the ground that's like, oh no, I see it coming. Oh.
These days, it'd be someone like trying to film it, and then it lands on
Take a
them.
selfie with it.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, the humanity. look at this.
Okay.
Flying over San Francisco today.
Oops, sorry.
Man, look at that Roxy.
We just can't get enough of that clip.
Look at that Roxy girl.
I'm not used to this interface yet, so I apologize, folks. All right, so I always like to end it with a little bit of humor. And so last time I did a Reagan joke, so this time we're going to do another Reagan joke. So here we go.
It's a true story, I understand, about a newspaper photographer out in Los Angeles. He was called in by his editor and told of a fire that was raging out there in Palos Verdes. That's a hilly area in south of Los Angeles, a lovely residential area. His assignment was to rush down to a small airport, board a waiting plane, get some pictures of the fire, and be back in time for the afternoon edition. Well, he raced down the freeway. He broke the law all the way. He got to the airport and drove his car to the end of the runway, and sure enough, there was a plane waiting with the engines all revved up, ready to go. He got aboard, and at about 5,000 feet, he began getting his camera out of the bag, told his fellow flying the plane to get him over the fire so he could get his pictures and get back to the paper. And from the other side of the cockpit, there was a deafening silence. And then he heard these words, "Aren't you the instructor?"
He's pretty funny. Reagan was really funny.
He liked to add humor to some of his bad news too. So
Yeah. Well, we do too. Lindsay's dad, actually, shout out, Dave Christensen, what's up? He sent me this video. Can we go ahead and play this video? I don't think Jake's gonna make it today, so let's go ahead and play this, and then I got some funny video for you guys because I know Opa needs to eat his dinner too. So
Okay, here we go.
Truth seekers. Look closely at the Epstein saga unfolding. They finally passed the bill. And now Congress, the body that was in no hurry prior, suddenly moved with blinding speed to release the Epstein files. They want you to think this is a victory for transparency, and they want you to believe that the system is suddenly working for you. But don't fall for the illusion. Within 30 days, they promised us the truth. They even put a clause in the law, saying they can't redact anything just because it causes embarrassment or political sensitivity to a powerful person. That is the candy coating they sell the masses, and it's designed to make the sheep settle down and stop asking questions. But we know the truth, and we know how the control system works. We know the elite, the hidden hands that manipulate the narrative, always build an escape hatch. Just look into the evidence of their escape by looking closer at the law itself and the fine print. They left themselves a massive loophole. They can withhold or redact any information they claim would jeopardize an active federal investigation or ongoing prosecution. Do you understand what that means? It means that at any moment, the DOJ, the very brain of the system that protected Epstein for decades, can simply declare that a broad, new investigation is underway. And under that umbrella, they can bury any name, any document, and any piece of evidence that threatens their true power structure. It's the mechanism of control in plain sight. They are giving you a handful of files to satisfy the public appetite while keeping the core secrets locked away. They give you the body, but they hide the head. The fight is not over when Congress passes a bill. The fight is over when the whole rotten structure is torn down. Don't wait for them to hand you the truth. They've already proven they'll hand you a lie wrapped in compliance.
this is how I
Stay
feel
vigilant
about
and
our
stay
HOA.
awake. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Anonymously enlightening out.
I totally agree.
I totally agree, and oh, maybe that shouldn't be up on the screen.
Uh-oh.
We'll
Take it down.
take
Take
that
it
down.
down.
I took it down.
Sorry.
You did not see what you saw. But yeah, it's very true video, and I know that a lot of people have different feelings about Trump, and about, especially as of recently. I definitely don't like some of the moves he's been making. I still support our president, because who doesn't want their president to be good? And I think that there's a reason why all of this is happening. I think there's a very deep thing, and I know Lindsay feels differently, but it's really how you look at it. Like, does Trump have it all planned out, or does he not? It's the art of the deal, or is it made up?
I'm with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know if you saw recently, just a couple days ago,
She resigned.
She resigned from Congress and made a video of why, that she's said that there is no 4D chess move happening. There's no art of the deal going on. And I totally agree with her. I think they're all just doing what they've always done, which is just keeping us on the end of a hook and fighting against each other. And the only candidate that gets
Well, that's all they're going to do anyways. I mean, it's two wings of the same bird when it comes to Congress. I mean, even the president can't make can't just say it is and it go do it. Like, we're done. No discussion.
Yeah, we're never going to get anything about those Epstein files.
But we do know about that lady that was shaking her head yes and reading her text messages, and then texting with Epstein.
Oh yeah.
After he was convicted. So I think maybe it's a political move, maybe to maybe when Trump gets out of office, he thinks that they're going to try to do to him what they did before, which is make some trumped up charges, no pun intended, and try to put him away for something that's nothing. I would just preemptively pardon myself if I ever became president, just because.
He's gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to. When I
yeah, you're gonna have to when you become president.
When I run for HOA president, I'm gonna become president afterwards. Would you vote for me for president? Let us know in the chat. I think I'd be a pretty good president.
We'll make a poll.
Well, yeah, we'll make a poll maybe in the thing. Would you vote for me? All of your wildest dreams will come true. So I don't know, yeah. Oppo, you always like to leave with a laugh, so let's cut today's episode a little bit short with a little bit of a longer version of Please Excuse My Sense of Humor. It's a little bit longer, quite frankly, a little bit longer than most of the Please Excuse My Sense of Humors, because
By
some
the
of
way,
the clips are just so
do you want to
funny.
show any of your photos or any of your videos?
Or you can save it for Friday.
We could save it for Friday. I'd rather have Lindsay approve them before I share them.
All right, sounds great. And by the way, I was watching an episode of the reboot of Hawaii Five-0, and Dano was talking about a movie, and he said the word film.
Yeah, apparently Trump is not the only person who pronounces the word film. So
Well, apparently it comes from mostly East Coast, because this guy was from New Jersey. So
yeah. All right.
Speaking about a film.
Oh yeah, go check out Jake's film.
Yes.
What were you gonna say?
That's not what I was gonna say, but yes, you should do that. The Flat Earth documentary.
We're not making any money off of it. It's been demonetized. But let me tell you something crazy, guys, and I'm not making this up. I can prove it. So
this is what I was gonna say.
Is it really?
Yes, we're reading each other's minds.
So it is a film. So in Jake's film, his documentary, "What If the Earth Was Flat," there's a part in it where Nixon is talking to whoever it was, an astronaut on the moon, right? So they demonetized the whole documentary because of this one clip. Part of Nixon is fine talking. The only part that Sony owns are the astronauts. Isn't that interesting? I think that's the first time that I've ever personally had like a connection like, oh wow, that's really strange. Like
just the audio
of the astronauts. Nixon, fine.
Nixon's audio is fine. You just couldn't play theirs.
Is that not weird to you guys? I mean, it's a little weird.
Like Sony owns just their voices for some reason.
So in honor of that, I'm just going to keep it unmonetized so you guys can share it and watch it as many times as you want, because I think the word needs to get out there. And I think we need to make a part 2 about the rise of the truther movement, because I feel like it's going to be pretty epic.
Yeah.
We're taking over.
Okay, let's laugh.
All right, let's laugh. Time to laugh.
All right, here we go.
33. Oh no. I would own a farm.
So, Mr. Rogers, do you remember that time when you said like 6, then 7, and everybody kind of lost it? I mean, that was pretty great, right?
7.
Ding, 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 boom. Okay, pshing, boom.
We're gonna try this with our cats when we get home, unless it hurts their brain. Hold on. Okay, so let me just. What happened? I tried to pause it.
Oh my god!
Okay, so wait. I did not show Lindsay these videos before I played them, so I just want you guys to be aware of that. So you saw some of them, but like this next one you didn't see.
Oh my god! Even the eyebrow.
It's really a damn cat.
Knitter!
What? Oh, knitter. Like knitting. Oh, okay, like knitting a quilt. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, knitter. Okay. I thought I had to get ready to write a letter to my local PBS station.
Name that band. Name that band in the comments. What would you name that band right there?
Que se quede aquí conmigo aquí. Vamos, vamos, que me voy ya. Que se quede conmigo.
He couldn't write that.
He would love to try.
What is this? Where are the banners, the columns? This is Berlin, yet it is different. Happy Pride, old timer. Nice costume. Costume, nice.
Being First Lady of the United States was exhausting. I mean, I had 2 teams that had to get me ready to go outside every single day. One team put my makeup on, and the other would wrap my dangling dong around my leg, you know, so it wouldn't dangle all of a sudden on some public event or whatever. Dangle. But then I had to pee. You know how hard it is to unwrap your dangling dong every single time you have to pee, and then to wrap it all over again? That shit was exhausting.
Well, we're out here at the Pine Haven International House of Praise and Worship on Christmas Sunday. Brother Billy is on a roll. He just chopped Daryl in the neck right there, knocked him out. And there's Reginald, took him out. He's an equal taker-outer opportunist. He doesn't care. He'll take him all out. He just found out that his wife's sleeping with the choir director. Everybody's falling out. There goes Kevin right there. He pushed him over. This guy's already got a couple felonies, and that one right there is going to press charges on you, I promise you, both of them. So you can go ahead and get ready to do about 15 to 20 on them. So he's shaking it off. He don't care. He's had plenty of energy drinks. We are ready to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ today. So y'all, if you ain't ready, you might as well leave. Look at him fanning the flames right there. He said most of y'all are going to hell anyway if you don't change your ways. And Timmy said, I know it. I'm getting myself right. And then old Peggy here, she just found out she saved a lot of money by switching to Geico. And Brother Billy flipping the bird and blowing the horn. He said it's going down like a one-ply toilet paper in a house full of chili lovers today. Yes, sir. Let's see. Oh, gosh, dang. Did he just hit Earl in the forehead? Now, Earl will beat you for that. Now, do the high step. Keep playing if you want to. They said if you want to be timid, you go to a Southern Baptist. We here are saying happy birthday, Jesus, and that's where we're doing it. We're doing it big. There's Chuck Berry on the guitar. We are throwing it down here. We are ready to praise and worship. All right. Now, let's switch over from the International House of Praise and let's go to the International House of Pancakes, where Brother Val said he just had the All-Star at the Waffle House. 2 of them, actually. His blood sugar's up about 350. He says he feels a little faint, but he's got about 3 hours in him, so you about as well settle in. He ain't going nowhere. I asked him one time, I said, Brother Val, what you going to do if you get to heaven and the pearly gates are actually made out of donuts? What are you going to do? He said, I'm going to walk up just like this, right here, and go, St. Peter, can I get one of them donuts? My blood sugar's low and I'm hungry. So we praising today, y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus.
They're demons. They're frickin' interdimensional invaders, okay? I'll just say it. Make fun of me all you want on CNN or wherever, but everyone already innately knows this. These people are not frickin' humans, okay? A demon damned to hell. Excuse me.
So that's all I got for Please Excuse My Sense of Humor. I thought the last one was probably the funniest. What was your favorite?
Oh, yeah. The pastors just acting ridiculous.
I don't know how they
Beating
get away with that.
people.
Yeah, they slap
And then
people.
marching around.
Karate
afterwards.
chop in the neck. I mean, and they
Feeling
get
it.
paid money, like big money. Tax. They don't have to, pay taxes on anything.
And then
Is that like the Blues Brothers?
Yeah, kind of. It was like the white version.
it is.
Yeah.
And then the demons. They're demons.
They're demons because it was about Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus. And they're demons.
I mean, you have to make that like a sound every
Yeah,
time.
that'll be a new button on my board.
They're demons.
They're demons.
Okay.
These
All
people
right.
are demons. So that's
Well,
all
I
I
like-
got, guys.
I
Oh,
like the
what-
kitties. I like the kitties where you squirt the milk at the kitties.
That's the only reason why I own a farm.
We wouldn't have to buy cat food.
No, we just get a cow.
You get a cow and squirt at them.
I heard milk is actually not good for cats.
They love it though.
They won't touch almond milk. Fun
That's
fact.
true. They don't like my almond milk. They get mad when I eat it with cereal.
So, fun fact of the day.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Well, you want to check and see if anybody out in our audience there has anything to ask us?
Yeah, you guys, you got any questions? Anything? Jake won't be able to make it today, but I don't know. I feel like you guys come up with some pretty interesting questions. My cats love fresh Jersey milk every morning. It's nice.
They do like milk.
They love milk, but they can get sick, I think, can't they?
And ice
well,
cream
if it's not pasteurized, which I get it.
Yeah. Not that we feed our cats ice cream. Never.
Oh, Jake's okay. He's just driving. Oh, thank you, one old guy's opinion. Can you read that? I can't read that font.
You got to do a poop poop.
I don't.
Oh,
yeah,
he
see,
doesn't have his.
I don't have it with me, but I think there is a way to do sound effects. I can do my sound.
Okay, so he said audio is freely available for use, and any claim to the contrary may have faced a copyright claim or demonetization is likely due to an erroneous claim by an automated system or entity, not a legitimate copyright held by Sony.
Well, and I fought them. I actually did. How about a bounce? That's all I can find. Here's heartbeat fast. Oh, how about this? This one's good. And I told them that this is public domain because we're supposed to have the rights to that. So as Americans, I mean, it should be a part of the Nixon files, A. B, it should be under the Fair Use Act, but YouTube doesn't care about that. People think we make a lot of money on YouTube. We make barely anything because they like to demonetize every single thing we do. So thank you for your donation. That means a lot. So lost your audio with the gang. Can you hear us? Well, anyways. All right. Opa, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Oh, no.
Well, I did hear your doorbell, and I know you got to eat something. So why don't you go ahead and you eat dinner? And all you guys, thanks for being here. And oh, they couldn't hear my sound effects. And thank you guys for being here. And next week, Jake will be here. And we'll see you on... Okay, so Thursday, we're going to do the Discord. Thursday night
is Thanksgiving.
Not this Thursday, the next Thursday. We're going to start doing the Discords on Thursday nights. And then the Friday nights. And then Friday nights will be the premiere. And then Saturday nights, since I haven't been able to do Sabbath properly because I'm always working. And I feel like I should just put my phone down. So I think I'm going to start doing that. NASA is owned by the U.S. government. Yep. Yeah, it's weird that get a lawyer. Yeah. Toot toot. I could do it. I don't know. I don't have my horn. But yeah, that's a good point.
Opa, is your dog alive?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Roxy. She moves occasionally, I think.
Yeah, she does. She moved actually a little bit, but she likes to sleep on my bed.
Call her name. Prove it.
Roxy. No, she's out for the world.
Okay.
I think I see her breathing. That'd be horrible. If you're down on stream.
Oh no. Okay, go check on your dog, Opa.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's been real.
It's been fun. It's been real fun. And we'll see you guys Friday. So
yeah, there we go.
See you.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.